are you doing today? So hi, my name is LaTosca Asbury, and I am a real estate agent and an author. So I officially have 11 books in my pipeline. My first book to be, we're gonna start that over. Hi everyone, how you doing today? My name is LaTosha Asbury, and I am a real estate agent and author. So I officially have 11 books in my pipeline. My first book, Home Sweet Home Building, will be released in the fall. You all, I'm so excited about that. And so my author friends are supporting me, and I am no. My author friends, I'm supporting my author friends, and my author friends are supporting me. So that's my tagline right there. So today's book review is The House of Weeds by. I don't want to butcher her name because I understand about butchering other names. Story of my life. Sedeqa. I want to say Shanika, but it's not Shanika. Sadeqa. Sadeqa Johnson. Please don't come. Don't get me. I am so sorry for butchering your name, and so you are. So okay, at first I was like, well, I didn't like how the book was going, switching characters like it was doing. It was like Ruby, then Eleanor, Ruby, then Eleanor, Ruby, because it kind of confused me in the beginning. But as the book went on, it started to like make sense how the two worlds became pretty much one without them even knowing. So you have Ruby, who's in, I don't want to say living in poverty, and I don't want to say less than. Then I don't want to say, then I don't want to say low income. What word? Because even Eleanor's background was, she came from a working class, parents. Because, okay, Ruby's background was she was raised by a single mom, a young single mom, and running between grandmama Amy and just whoever could take her at that time. Looked like grandmama took her for the longest, and then the aunt, then the mom. So she was just pretty much bounced around in the family, and I don't like things like that. You know, I know it happens in real life, and I think this book was real life. But and I just think that that's just so sad that you have to bounce children around like that. But yes, and so her dad was nowhere near, around. Mom worked minimum wage jobs just to make ends meet and things like that. So, and Eleanor, her mom was a baker, so she was a businesswoman. Dad was a factory worker. Pretty much what most of us come from, either parents or working low income jobs just to make ends meet, or factory parents or factory workers. So I pretty much understood both backgrounds, and so we'll start with Ruby. And so Ruby would get kicked out from time to time because her mama had to have a man. Lord, she had to have a man. So whenever she felt that the man was no longer interested in her and she was interested in the daughter. The daughter had to go. I just like, oh my goodness. And then the fact that these dirty old men, now the girl needed bus fare to get to the college program. And in order for her to get the money to get to the college program, to get to the program, he wanted a kiss on the lips. She hesitated, but she gave in, and he touched her inappropriately. And I don't know if the mom actually saw it or she just walked in and they jumped and, moved around. But the mom just automatically took the husband, not the husband, well, the boyfriend's side, and she had to go. And I was like, oh, wow, wow. So she went in, stayed with her aunt. And so just letting you know that I was going to say racism is still around, but this book was based in the 1950s. So, of course, racism was alive and well out there, out here. And so, so another thing that stuck out to me was that the young man that worked at the candy shop or the ice cream shop, I can't remember. So he took liking to Ruby, and they fell for each other, and then Ruby got pregnant. And remind you, Ruby is still a teenager. She's trying to go through this college program. Y'all remember the college program, Upbound, kind of like that. Well, I don't think, no, that her college program was different from Upbound, because her college program was, as long as they stayed in the program, they would go to school for free. Upbound just found you like scholarships and stuff like that to go. So I guess it's kind of on the same playing field, but not in the kind of similar. That's a similarity to it. And then, so what I didn't like was that the owner of the shop didn't like the fact that Ruby would come around and hang out and things like that. It's just to know that how white people can just be so disgusting to people, just awful to people. I'm like, this little girl is not even bothering you. She's sitting at the counter, eating some ice cream, you all. She ain't bothering you. Okay? Go on somewhere. And so her aunt got wind of her messing with the Jewish boy, and she told her to leave him alone because, she had knew about them because his dad was the owner of the building. And so that's how she knew about, I guess she knew how they work. And just so enough, the auntie was right to go. So I'm not going to give too much away because I know I've been giving enough away. But just the simple fact that unwed mothers had to go away, have their babies, and come back like nothing happened. And then what was the sad part is that there not only were there unwed mothers, you ripped them away and you sold their babies to the highest bidder. Then you didn't bother to give the mothers any type of money, any type of compensation besides room and board. And then y'all was awful inside of the not the, I'm gonna say the rooming house, but you was awful in there. You was awful to those girls. You made them clean. You made them scrub the floor. You made them do some of the most awful, disgusting, things. And I'm just like, oh wow. And then you sell them to these elite families. You sell them to these elite families. And then what was so sad is you just hear some of the girls' stories that, this one girl in the book This was her second baby that she have had from, so she was working for this family, and she ended up pregnant by the husband 2 times, and just the fact that they rip these babies from these girls and then you sell them, black market, that's what it's called, black market. The fact that you sell these babies to the highest bidder, and then you don't give the girls nothing, nothing at all. It's like, oh, okay, come on in. Then the people who bring the girls down there, you ask them to, well, no, this is me throwing out my 2 cents. Seems like, so I think they just drop them off. I think they just drop the girls off, but I don't know if no money is exchanged. But I know the elite family and things like that, they have to pay. But the book didn't say how much they have to pay, but they do have to pay. They call it a donation. So yeah, that was just the part for me. I was like, oh my goodness, you all. The fact that you ripping these children away from these young mothers. Oh man, that was just so heartbreaking. But in Ruby's case, the young man's mother gave her an ultimatum. So it was, so they were trying to, the aunt was trying to take care of it, but the stuff that the aunt was giving, and it made me laugh. I was like, they were trying to go to an abortion place in a residential area, and they was like, no, a white girl died here, so no, I'm not gonna take a risk like that. So it's like, no, get out of here. And so the aunt was like, take some herbal tea. Was giving her herbal tea, giving her all sorts of crazy stuff, and it just it would not work. I was just really, that was just too funny to me. But yeah, so none of that worked. And so his mom, gave her an ultimatum. And so she took the ultimatum of going to I keep wanting to say rooming house, but that's the only thing that keeps on my mind. To go to the rooming house in order to get a full-fledged scholarship. She was like, for the whole 4 years, if I go and do this, they basically give the baby away. I can do full 4 years for free. She made sure she secured her education. So that was really that was just like a hard decision for a teenager to make. Well, she did the best to her ability on that. So yes, you all. Let's get back to Eleanor. I'm gonna call her Eleanor. So, like I said, Eleanor was going off college. Again, I like to hear stories like this of us going college. So she got adjusted to college life. And you know what? It was in college is where she found out about colorism. So we have a lot of that going on in the black community. So we got the light versus the dark, and it's just stupid. I mean, to me, I think it's absolutely stupid, but to other people, it's really real. And so that's when she found out in college about colorism. Isn't it strange that when you go to college, that's when you find out like the real world stuff, especially when you're living on the dorm. And I really did. I felt really, really sorry. Somebody walked by. I really felt sad when she didn't get accepted into the sorority group, y'all. I felt really, really bad. I was like, oh, baby, no. I really felt, because that's like the height. I mean, I don't know if you all remember, in high school that, you know, the two biggest ones was Delta, Sigma, Theta, and AKA. And it's like one of them two. You know, that was the goal to go there and be a part of one of those sororities, and just not to know. I mean, just to know that you didn't make the line. That's what it's called. You didn't make the line. That's right there was another one that had me in my feelings. So she did her work study job working in the library. That wasn't my work study job. My work study job was working with the school district, the special needs kids from the school district. That was really rewarding. That's the most money that I've ever made to date as far as working. And so I really, really like that job. But yeah, for her work study job was working in the library. So I guess that's where you meet a lot of young men, because she met this man and they both fell for each other. And all right, it's time to meet the parents. So I'm assuming he stays that's his home state, and she just moved down. Well, no, she did. She moved down. She was from Ohio, so she moved down there, and so it was time to meet the parents. She met his parents, and they already looked their nose down on her, because they had already knew. It was like, yeah, you're not one of us. Even though you are one of us, but you're not one of us. And so, yeah. And just to know, that's when she, like I said, when she really found out about colorism. And I think we still figuring a lot of that stuff out, because a lot of people are really, really fair, almost white fair. So, you know, we call them white skinned, but there's some people that's beyond. I mean, I'm like her. When she was looking at the two people and they're talking, and they was freely using the N word, and she thought that they were white. But come to find out, they were black. So I don't know if they were Creole. I really, really don't know about that part. But yeah, so she really, for her going to Howard, she really explored, not explored, but she really found out about colorism while she was out there. And so she gets pregnant. I don't believe, like, I think the book, the description of the book, or the summary of the book, I think they try to make it seem like she was trapping him, but I didn't get that feeling that she was trapping. I think it was just something that just happened. I think that was just something that happened. And maybe other, like the mom, the dad, and the other elite society, maybe they thought that way too. But I didn't get that feeling. I think it was just, hey, we were fooling around and this happened, and there you go. So I'm gonna stop right there before I give away the whole entire book. But let me say this: at the end, both Ruby and Eleanor got what they wanted. So you got to read the book to see what it is they got at the end. Both ladies got what they wanted at the end, you all. So that's what made it so sweet. Even though they had to experience hell on earth, they both got what they wanted. So what it is that they wanted, you got to go read it. What it is they got, you got to go read it. House of Eve can easily be found at your favorite bookstores and online retailers. Go get it. Add it to your cart. Tell Amazon to go ahead and drop it off at your front door. So if you enjoyed this review, y'all, I tucked my head out. So if you enjoy this review, I'm going to need you. So I am excited to share that my book, Home Sweet Home Building, that's why I have my notes with it. Home Sweet Home Building is now available for pre-order. So link can be found below this video, and I am honored to have you on this journey with me. Thank you, Sadeqa, and sorry for butchering your name. Thank you so very much, Sadeqa, for writing this book, bringing these two ladies together full circle. So let me see. I wish you would do kind of like a part two that shows how they are. I like how Ruby and William ended up working side by side together. I like that. That was like I was like, oh my goodness, how sweet, how sweet, how sweet. But yes, thank you so very much, Sadeqa Johnson, for writing this book. And you all have a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.